Hi friends, Abby coming here to you with 29 days left in the campaign. A lot has happened this week and I don't even think we all remember that this was all 1 week. The president tried to nominate a Supreme Court justice. There was our first presidential debate. The president tested positive for COVID and yeah, that's where we are. So obviously there's a lot we can talk about. If you support me, I hope and assume you understand the importance denouncing white supremacy. Assume you understand the importance of the Supreme Court. And if you don't, comment below. I'll do a video about that. Or check out my playlists on my channel. Because I feel like the white supremacy issue and the Supreme Court issue are well covered, I thought I would just sort of talk to folks about sort of the emotional reaction to finding out that the commander-in-chief, the person who has the codes for the nuclear weapons, the person who can send an army and thinks he can stop an election, has COVID. And I had the distinct pleasure to study under a professor, and I hope that someone remembers his name because I don't, and I tried to Google him. I took the American presidency as a class, and my professor focused on presidential illnesses, injuries, like physical things to the president. So I learned a lot about that, and sort of since that time, I've really been trying to ask others, what did everybody feel like when president you loved or hated, any of it, right? Like something drastic happened to them. I don't know that there has really been one in my cognitive lifetime as the last like serious threat to the president's life was Ronald Reagan, who was shot in the early 80s, but like I was a baby, so can't really relate. Many of you are saying to me, I just have every emotion, right? Many folks, when they got the news, were like, I went straight to anger. And I understand. On Pod Save America, John Favreau, one of my favorite podcasters, and just think he's a wonderful man. He put it really eloquently about I'm supposed to be upset when he put all these other people in danger and all these people have died, and it's probably 50 to 60% of the deaths in America could have been prevented by this man. How are we supposed to feel anything but anger? Many of you share that emotion. There's this underpinning of true sadness. This specific person has been a very easy person to hate or to vehemently dislike or to mock. I mean, he makes it so easy. He's doing it himself. He ultimate showing of everything that is wrong with America. Like America created him. The bad parts about America, which we shall correct. It's still the president. It's still the leader of the free world. It's the leader of the United States. I mean, what information we learn about his condition is obviously extremely important, but I don't think we can have any reason to believe that the information we're getting is accurate. So don't worry if you don't want to just watch them get up the news, getting updates about that we still don't have. We only have conflicting medical reports about it. I talked to a lot of people about the Nixon impeachment. A lot of folks who really didn't like him. He was pretty hated. And for those of you who are my age or younger, like this sort of hatred of government, he kind of kicked it all off because he cheated and he lied. And it really upset people. And it was kind of a shock to the nation. People used to really love and respect government, or at least want to like participate and fight in it and all that. Anyway. One of my friends told this story of, a bunch of friends got together the night that Nixon was going to resign in the late 70s, and they had champagne. They'd been waiting. I mean, the Watergate hearings went on for, I think, a year and a half. I mean, this had been going on forever. It was pretty clear pretty early how just bad he was to people. He gave his speech, going to resign, and all the friends just kind of felt completely drained, felt sad. It's just sad for America, sad for the country, sad for the world that it even ever happened. Other countries, like in in England, for example, right? They have the queen who's like their moral, like she's good and no matter what. And then they have the prime minister who can be a complete doofus. Not speaking about anyone in particular, but they can be. We don't have an emotional like figurehead and a political one. We have them in both. So even if the shoes are filled by a tangerine rat, still that person in that White House. It still is, at least for the moment. So forgive yourself, let yourself have all the feelings. It's also symbolic. Even though we know over 200,000 Americans have died, this just puts it in your face. But you're right to feel sad. You're right to want him to get better. We all really do want him to get better. Because it is very challenging times if a president passes away. It hasn't actually happened all that much in history, but more than America would like, and really any nation. Everybody please like and subscribe. Thank you for watching. My next video, if I can get time to edit, is going to be all about the debate, not about what the man in the hospital said, but about what Joe Biden said in a couple of programs specifically that I have been obsessed with for years because I think they're such cool ideas that I think would work. They're hard to explain, so I'm going to explain them and get your feedback. So if there's any one issue that you're excited about for the election, or you want to know how Biden stands, like I don't work for the Biden campaign, but I'm happy to look it up and kind of discuss the policy issue, because after 7 cycles on the campaign trail, I definitely can talk to most policy issues, and I'm pretty familiar with Biden. So thank you so much for joining, and let's just make this a calm week where we hope the best for the president, but we don't really have to hear from him. I think we could use that week, couldn't we? Yeah. Bye-bye. Hi friends, Thrifty Green 2020 here. Like, subscribe, la 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 la. Turn on notifications, all those things. Help the world, help me, help you.